Hello, everybody. So I came in here and he was playing the intro that we used to do, and I was like, "Oh, okay, you're waiting for me. Okay, great, because the intro's playing." And then he's like, "No, I didn't go live." I'm
I
like,
didn't go live. I hit the intro. Yeah.
I guess he just wants to listen to the intro,
Well, it was 6 o'clock. So I had to turn something on.
but you didn't turn anything on.
I did. I hit the intro.
I know, but you never hit the intro and then go live.
You don't have to go live. You just hit the intro and it plays intro.
Okay, so why weren't we live until just now when I hit go live?
Because you don't go live until you hit live.
So why were you playing the intro?
Because I was waiting for you to go live. I had to put something on there.
But you had to put something on there so you could have something to listen to?
Yep.
You're so freaking goofy sometimes. You don't even realize what you're saying, do you?
I know exactly what I'm saying. I don't know what you're talking about, but I know what I'm saying.
So how did you start the show? Waiting for me.
I didn't start the show. I hit that right there.
And
Sunday intro.
Why did you hit that?
So it would be playing while waiting for you to get in here.
So it would be playing for who?
Everybody out yonder.
But nobody out there's going to see
Yes,
it.
they are. Y'all saw the intro, didn't you?
Didn't.
They did too. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. That's the way I always do it. It always works.
That's
That's
not
how you
right,
do
baby. No, baby, that's not right. You have to hit the button that says go live.
After the intro's over.
No, you start the intro, then you hit go live. You don't do that after the intro's over.
I do.
That means that nobody sees the intro but you.
Well, nobody's complaining about it, so
Because they don't know the difference.
how about that?
Oh, good grief. Are you losing your mind?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, my
I feel
goodness.
like I am sometimes.
Okay, so that was a really good laugh to start this show off with.
Let's start the shark.
All right, well, we're going to make this banner stop running so I don't have to look at it.
Okay. We got baby Enzo back here in the wheelchair.
Baby Enzo, you should have been in charge because Daddy don't know what he's doing.
He was busy eating recycled food. Good for the environment and okay for you.
It has been a fiasco around here today. I don't know what has happened to the Sea Lake Journeys household, but it's falling apart at the seams at a rapid pace.
Yeah, so let's hopefully this show go a little bit better than that.
What's our topic?
And we're talking about what kind of content do you like on YouTube? And of course, we're specifically talking for us about cruising. For as far as cruising YouTube stuff, what do you look for? What do you like? Why do you like it?
So I know you put this up as a community poll because I voted.
I did.
I voted as my own channel, my little whatever my other channel
and
is.
I would have it on this computer, but somebody stole my mouse and my keyboard. So I got nothing
Is that
over
why
here.
you don't have that up?
I gotta, yeah, that's why.
But you realize that the laptop don't need a keyboard.
Yeah, but it's way over there. I can't reach it.
You
I'm not elastic,
all you
man.
all you could do is move it off that shelf onto the desk.
Then I gotta move the cord. And I gotta move the cable.
You have all kinds of issues.
I do. That's why I just left it over there. But yeah, we did it. I did a community tab. We got a lot of response too.
Did
How
we?
about that? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you realize that on this computer you can still see that too, right?
Sure. Yeah. You got to hit another linky right there.
Another linky.
Hey, and while she's, oh my gosh, what's going on here? What is that? Y'all can't see what I see. See, this is what I'm talking about. When I put that beginning screen, they can see the beginning screen, but I don't see it.
No, you don't see it, and neither do they, baby doll.
Hey, I want to tell y'all how close we are to 2,000, y'all. We only need 8 more people to subscribe to the channel, and we will have 2,000. Give myself a squeaky for that.
Okay.
Hey, if you know 8 people, go out there in the streets, go out downtown, uptown, round town, and find 8 people and say, hey, how about subscribing to Sea Lake Journey so I can get 2,000? Thanks a lot, y'all. We appreciate it. And there's our poll right there.
I think we might need to have your medication checked.
I don't have no medication.
I think that's why we need to go have it checked.
How about that? Hey, which cruise content is your favorite? It's very limited to what I could put up here, so I can only put 4 options, and there's a lot more options than that. But you could have maybe picked all of them or 2 of them.
No, they can only pick one.
Or something different. Yeah, no, on the poll, they can only pick one. But
Right.
I want to let y'all know there's more options than this in real life, like we're going to do on this show here tonight. You got a tickle bug tonight, don't you? You got a tickle bug.
I swear you're losing your mind. All
Hey,
right.
anyway, so the 4 options
I love
were...
you even though you are losing your mind. It's okay because we're getting older and one day we're both going to not quite be all here. I just want you to know I'm still going to love you even though your time is coming far sooner than mine.
Oh, are you kidding? I'm in my prime.
The prime of what? We don't know.
So which cruise content's your favorite over on the community tab? You can still go back and answer it. A was ship tours, and it got 29% of the vote. B was food vlogs. That's vlogging the food you eat on the ship. Got 21%. Live shows and reviews. Live shows is like what we're doing now, and where we do lives and just talking about it or doing reviews of the ships. It got 8%. And coming in D. I don't know what comes after C. Maybe it's D.
That's back to needing to have your medication checked, sweetheart.
Right? So, D is port tours and excursion tours. Got 42%. 42% of the vote, y'all.
So I have to admit, when I am going somewhere that I've never been before, the port videos are the first videos I go to. Like when we were going to go to Alaska, I wanted to see what excursions there were and what ports there were.
And which was really interesting too, because of the previous poll I did was, which is more important for you in booking a cruise, the ship, the ports, the excursions? And excursions finished dead last with 4%.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But people are interested. If they are going to do an excursion, they want to see what's there when they get there.
I see. Well, I think it's high time we said hello to everybody
that's
in
do
this
it.
chat.
I'm sure there's two or three people still there.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of conversations about your need for medication.
Yeah. I got water. Does that count?
And you keep making the lights flicker too.
I know. I'm a human strobe effect, y'all. Z-Man's here saying, good Sunday afternoon, Sea Leg. Good evening to you, Z-Man. Oh, that's what was wrong with that. That thing was facing the wrong way. I was wondering why I was having to look around the corner like this at myself. There's Tiffany Lava Shark, Baby Shark saying, hello, Chet and Robin. Baby Shark.
Baby Shark.
There's Marjorie Ambroise. Hey, Marjorie. She says, hey, Tiffany. Hey, everybody. Hey, and good evening. Good evening to you, Marjorie. There's Michael the Realist coming in saying, Sea Leg Journeys and family in the chat. Hello and good evening, cool friends. Good evening, cool, y'all, and love Michael. Right on, Michael. Good to see you here tonight, brother. And Aaron Smith's coming in saying, hello, Sea Leg Journeys crew members. Happy Sunday. Right on, Aaron. Woo, woo. Fearless Ramblers here saying, howdy, Sea Leg Journeys. Hey, George, what's going on, brother? Scott Smith's here saying, good afternoon, Sea Leg Journeys, driving and listening. You know the rest. If you're driving to work, if you're driving home, you're driving to school, maybe you're driving to the Super Bowl for next weekend. I don't know.
Maybe somebody's driving you crazy.
You think? Hey, let's Sea Leg Journeys drive along with you. How about that? Hey, and while we're saying Super Bowl, next Sunday night, no show, because next Sunday night's the Super Bowl. Everybody's going to want to watch either that show or halftime show or the commercials or the game or something. So
I don't like
I probably won't. Well, we can't get it at home anyway. So
we can go somewhere and watch it. You want to go somewhere and watch football?
Okay, sure. Aaron says, yoo-hoo, kids, we're here. Fearless saying hi to everybody too. In our chat, there's Danny D, the spectacular supporter, saying, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who's there? Who's there, Danny D?
I don't know. Maybe we'll find out later.
We're going to find out here in a minute, maybe. And Danny D says, what did I walk into?
Girlfriend, you have been around this channel long enough to know you don't ever know what you're going to walk into when you walk into our show.
We don't even know what we're going to walk into. Hey, Will G. Will G is laughing out loud. And you know what? We are too, not Will. Cruising for one, Jeffrey says, oh my, Chet is in trouble.
He's not in trouble. I'm very concerned. We need to have his medication checked.
I don't have any medication.
I think that's what we need to have checked.
And Karma Lynn for the win. That's Carmen coming in saying, hey, Chet and Robin, Sea Leg Journeys and chat. Karma Lynn.
She's covered it all.
Right on. And I like to see the food and beverages, onboard activities, and the port and excursions the most.
There you go.
Karma Lynn likes to see a lot of stuff. And you know what? While she's saying that, some of our top videos have been excursions and the food. I'm talking videos that got over 10,000 views on our channel. It's usually her eating food or her working
And
around
I
for it.
don't get that. He'll tell me, he'll be like, you eating food on the blah, blah, blah. It's got blah, blah, blah views now. I'm like, I don't get why people want to see me eat food.
All the food you ate on the Carnival Conquest. I got over 10,000 views already.
But you know what? I think it's because we're taste testing the food. We're showing them the food. We're tasting the food and giving them our opinion of the food. Either that or they're just got food fetishes.
Well, I do too. I like to see the food on a cruise ship. That's one of the things I like to go look for. I like to see what does that food look like, you know? Fearless says 8 votes for you. Woo! That's what we need. We need 8 votes. We need 8 votes, y'all. We're gonna get 2,000. And you know what? Bama Noah's coming in saying, hey, Chet Robin at Sea Lake Journeys. And right on, Bama. Hey, you know, he's a short time. He's getting ready to go on a cruise, y'all. Real soon, he's going to get on that Jubilee. Bama, you're getting the double squeaky tonight because you're getting real dangerously close. Aaron said, and as the boys at House of X say, tell your garbage man and your one-night stand.
Tell your garbage man and your one-night stand.
That's right. That's what they say. And you know, Bamanola says, tell your friends and tell your enemies. Tell your enemies. So hey, we say tell everybody. Fearless says, well done excursion videos, not so much the family vacation videos.
Yeah, now that's another thing. You know, a lot of people, the way their videos are set up, it's more like a this is our family and this is our family vlog. I know a lot of people have YouTube channels because they want to record their family adventures because one day grandma's not going to be here, grandpa's not going to be here, or grandma and grandpa couldn't go and they want to be able to watch the family video. Yeah, some
people do actually set up their stuff as a home video.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's because that's their approach.
Yeah. And I got to admit, I don't really want to see, you know, whatever bouncing the ball in the water for 5 minutes.
Right now if our channel was about our family vlogging, I would like to see my grandchildren doing that. I'm not sure if I enjoy watching someone else's grandchild.
Exactly. Exactly. That's
not
that's
that
the
I
whole
don't care
point.
about their grandchildren, but I'm a little partial to my own.
Bama says, sounds like Chet was around me yesterday when the vehicle passed by smoking some laughing weed. Bama, I think they've been fogging mosquitoes out here with the wrong spray.
I don't know. The trees also have pollen, so I don't know. I don't know what your deal is.
A lot of pollen going on out there. I'll tell you, I had to turn my windshield wipers on to drive my truck because all the pollen was all over the windshield. And there's Marjorie saying, Chet and Robin, it is our 4th month anniversary of our friendship.
Oh, woo! Happy anniversary, Marjorie.
Double squeaky for Marjorie. Right on. Hey, there's Sam Gloves saying, hey, everyone. First time in for Sam Gloves. You know what we should do?
We should give him a hand clap.
Let's do it. Thanks for being here, Sam.
Woo-hoo.
Rock the Boat's here saying, good evening, everyone.
Rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat.
All right. Everybody's coming in now. We're getting some people up in here.
Are we now?
You know it.
Go 49ers. Is that a football team?
Next week, the 49ers are playing the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Okay. And I think the 49ers are probably going to win it. Bama says 5 more long days until my vacation starts. Whoa. Hashtag cruise time. Those are going to be the longest 5 days of your life, Billy. Danny D says, Chet has lost it.
Chet has always lost it, honey. And I don't know. I think we should all be very concerned.
It's all good. Come on our group cruising. Let's have a good time live together on the ship.
Okay.
Aaron says, so will Forrest Gump say Sea Lake Journeys live streams are like a box of chocolates?
Probably.
Yes.
Probably.
Sea Lake Journeys like a box of chocolates.
Like a box of chocolates.
You don't know what you're going to get. Carmen Lynn says, exactly. Food reviews. Who doesn't like food? Everybody.
So the thing about food reviews to me are always funny, okay? Because let's just say I like the chicken, but you don't like the chicken. Whose opinion are they more valuing, mine or yours?
Apparently yours, because you get 10,000 views on your video. Mine gets like 300. My video gets like 300. Hers gets 10,000. So I'm going to say it's yours. Tiffany Shark says, Aaron, my mom has Bubba Gump shrimp shirt. Speaking of Forrest Gump.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's Bubba Gump.
Bubba Gump?
There is Bubba Gump restaurants in Florida.
Yeah, there sure is. Over on the East Coast, I know we ran into one day.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron says, I think Robin's dietary restrictions and how the cruise lines minister to them is a big point of interest for lots of folks.
So, yes, I think so too. And that's another reason why, even though I'm gluten-free and a lot of my taste testing is gluten-free products, Chet will also do the sugar-free. Even though he's not a diabetic, he enjoys sugar-free desserts.
Yeah.
And besides that, the calorie count, for people that are counting calories, the sugar-free options are lower calorie content.
And sometimes we like to compare a dish. We order the same thing and compare hers gluten-free to what mine is. And sometimes you look at them, you can't tell the difference. Yeah.
And the other thing too is that talking about the gluten-free options, one thing that we're going to get on the NCL breakaway. Well, we've never been on NCL before.
Nope.
And we were booking specialty dining.
Yep.
And we wanted to book the teppanyaki.
Yeah.
But nowhere could I could not find a video. I could not find it on the menu. I could not find it on the ship's website, whether or not their teppanyaki is gluten-free friendly, like the teppanyaki was on the Mardi Gras.
Yeah, Carnival Mardi Gras was great.
Yeah. On the Carnival Mardi Gras, it was gluten-free. And I could not find any information out about the teppanyaki on Norwegian Breakaway.
So guess what we'll do when we get on that ship? We're going to find out. We'll do a lot of investigating and, of course, make a vlog on it.
Yeah. And because for me, the gluten-free options they're vitally important for me.
Yeah.
Here's cruising for one.
I like low-tech ship tours. Just point the camera and let me see everything. No need for fancy transitions. Just a clear video that moves slowly so I can see it all. Right on. Hey, that's Jeffrey, that brings another question too. Sometimes I've had people comment. They like a lot of commentary. They like to know what they're looking at, and other people don't want it there. They just want it, or maybe just put up a little writing so they can read what it is, and other people just want to see it and have music background.
Mm-hmm.
So there's kind of three ways to do that, like you're saying. Just a nice smooth video, don't need fancy transitions or clowns dancing or balloons or anything like that. Just a good video. But now, hey, would you rather have it with just music? Would you rather have it with narration live from doing the video, or voiced dub over audio? Because we've done it all different ways.
Right. We've done it different ways. We've done the voiceover. We've done the talking as we're videoing.
Yes.
And then we've done music only. And it's so funny because I was watching somebody's video the other day because I was very interested in the ship, because we've never been on the seaside,
the seashore,
the MSC seashore, and the Norwegian Breakaway. We've never been on those two ships. And I was watching a video, not the same vlogger, different vloggers for those two ships. And it was so funny because they had, they were filming, and, we all do it. We all cut our video or whatever. Well, he sped the video up through the hallway. And I was kept trying to make it slow down frame by frame so I could see what I missed, because there was something he went by and I wanted to see what it was. And I could never make the video go slow enough so I could read what it said. It was like a sign or something. And so sometimes we do video the signs, because signs on Norwegian Breakaway, I thought it's really fun that on their pool deck they have like a street signs, and it's got different things that are pointing different ways for the street sign. I thought that's interesting. And on someone's vlog, I wanted to see what the sign said, but they went by so fast I couldn't see what it said, and they just went, "Yep, there's a street sign, tells you which way you want to go." And then I was like, "No, wait! I wanted to see which way to go."
And that's why sometimes you have to find 3 or 4 or 5 different videos of the same ship, because one person's perspective will show you part of what you want to see, and someone else's perspective will show you something else you want to see.
Right. And I think that's what makes so many YouTube channels that have the same topic still necessary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we all have a different style and a different approach.
Some people want to see more about the kids' clubs, but us, we just kind of go, there's the O2.
There's kids club.
There it is. There's the other kids' club, and we keep on rolling. We don't worry about trying to go inside and show you what's all that. That's another channel.
A lot of times we're not allowed inside.
Right. But even if we are, we're just.
Right. And not only that, you can't film other people's children. Well, we don't film other people's children. Try not to.
Yeah. Will G says 12 days till the breeze.
Woo!
Whoa, man. Will G's getting back on worship, man.
I know. He's always going. I think we need to be his children.
I know. Hey, Will, can you adopt us? We like cruising.
We do.
There's TNT Adventures at Sea. Tom and Terry saying hello, y'all. Hey, Tom and Terry, right on. They're going to be on that ship with us that we're going on in May on that Norwegian breakaway.
Yes.
If you want to meet them, come on. You meet us too.
That's right.
And they say we leave in 5 days to Florida because they're getting on the Carnival Magic, I do believe. Carnival Magic. Is my right, Tom and Terry? Is that Carnival Magic I'm getting on for the Super Bowl, Valentine's, Terry's birthday? She's turning 29, I think. And yeah, I think that's what's going on there. Lori Barber's here saying Wi-Fi issues be right there.
And thank you for watching the ads, Lori. We really do appreciate it. That is one way to support our channel is to watch those boring ads.
I used to go to the bathroom myself. And Lori, they're going to be with us on the MSC Seashore, I think.
Yes,
yeah.
she is. Mm-hmm.
How about that? Rock the Boat says 7 days to our Oceana Vista cruise. Hey, Rock the Boat, I got an Oceana book the other day. You got the book?
I know.
What is that?
I was looking at that book. Oh, that's some gorgeous ships. I mean, absolutely gorgeous ships.
We may see you on one of them one day, guys. Carmelin for the win says both. I like to know why or why you don't like a dish. I listen to both sides.
Do you now?
Yeah. You know, and that's why we compare sometimes because she'll say, oh, this has got too much gravy on it. And I'll be like, oh, I don't know. I think it's just right.
Mm-hmm.
But you can, then we show you and you can kind of say for yourself, oh, that does look like too much gravy.
Yeah. And the other thing is too, that, we try to a lot of times say it's the spiciness of it.
Yes.
If the menu said it was spicy,
mm-hmm.
What kind of spicy is it?
Yes.
Like a cinnamon can be spicy.
Right. Is it a good, tasty spicy or is it, woo, break out that glass of water, y'all?
Yeah. Is it an enjoyable spice, a sweet spice? Like we just went recently to a wings house here, not wings house, but it was a restaurant that specializes in wings, right? And we'd never been there before, and it's here in our area. So we thought, oh, we'll go. They had a great, fabulous menu with all these different kinds of sauces you could have on your wings. I was so excited because we got 2 different sauces.
Yep.
One was
mango jalapeno.
Mango. Spicy mango,
Yeah.
Spicy mango, and the other one was a jalapeno something.
Raspberry or something.
Jalapeno raspberry. Yeah. And there was not enough sauce to taste the sauce.
Could not taste the sauce at all.
And I was like, oh, that was such a bummer. Because,
and so if we get out on a ship, we're going to let you know, hey.
Right. So on a ship, if they serve the sauce, we'll tell you the sauce was great. Now, we've actually had appetizers before that would have been a great meal.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes we'll go back and get 2 of those instead of say, hey, we don't really want dinner, we want 2 of these.
Sometimes I wish that I could taste the appetizer before I order my meal, so that if I want more, just the appetizer as my meal, I'll say, just bring me 4 more of these. Yeah. And welcome in the Bud Files.
Hey, Bud Files, what's going on over there? Joe and Sue, good evening to you.
Here.
Well, Fearless says, I'm editing a food vlog during this show. Nothing more fun than editing. Fearless, we're going to give you a double squeaky to help you make it through that because that's what I've been doing all day. Other than going to the gym. I went to the gym, and other than that, I've been sitting right here.
Right here.
Yeah, editing video. Carmen says, look, like what you're saying now about gluten-free or sugar-free dishes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we like to show both. And we're showing people how to read the sign sometimes too. If we're walking by a buffet, we'll point out, hey, this says gluten-free and this is that and that. And we didn't because none of that mattered. Mm-mm. And we used to just overlook all that. But now we're hitting that. Now it's become a important topic for us.
And another thing is I was standing out, I don't know, I was standing at a buffet or something, and they did not have a gluten-free option of what I wanted. And I said to the person behind the buffet, I said, excuse me, do you have this as a gluten-free option? And the gentleman standing next to me said, you can ask for that? I said, well, you can ask, but if they have gluten-free option for us, they'll tell us, or if they have a substitute or whatever. He says, I'm going to have to tell my daughter that. She never asks. She feels embarrassed about asking. Oh. And I'm like, no. Always ask. Because many times they do have an alternative, or they'll say, not tonight, but tomorrow night we'll have it for you, or something like that. So never be,
you go ahead and ask, because I asked for the 0-calorie baked potato with sour cream and butter. They never have it.
No,
but
and
always
they're
ask.
never going to have that.
Doesn't hurt to ask, though.
There's some more chats.
Lori says, getting excited about meeting you guys on the seashore in
I know,
May. Woo, we're excited, Lori. It's going to be great.
Lori.
It's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
TNT says, Sea Legs and TNT are celebrating our 1 year and 5 month Friends-iversary.
Friends-iversary.
That's a double squeaky event right there, too, Tom. Hey, speaking of the ship tours, though, too, another thing I want to ask is, do you like the whole ship tour all in one time, even if it takes an hour and a half? Because I watched some ship tours of ships that we're going to be going on that were an hour and a half long. And I got to tell you, I didn't make it.
Well,
so some of ours, if you'll notice some of ours, we have some that are the whole ship, but we have some, like the Mardi Gras, I'm doing deck 17, 18, and 19 together, deck 6 all by itself, and deck 7 and 8 will be together coming out, not this Friday, but next Friday.
And yet still, even with our shorts, I have a different opinion about shorts than he does. So we kind of do them different. Like he putting up a short recently, and I said, me personally, I like the pictures that you have, but you stayed on the picture too long. I want to see the pictures roll faster. So, what do you like? What do you like? Do you like to see the because the short's less than a minute. It has to be less than a minute. You like it go blip, 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 real quick so you can watch it more than one time, or you like it go slow enough so that you can see what you got.
Well, each scene is never more than 4 seconds. That's kind of my 4-second rule that I got from the YouTube book that I read.
Okay.
Lori says, I like a mix. All right, you like a mix. So there you go. And Fearless says, I enjoy the walk through of a ship.
I do too. I like the walkthrough of a ship.
Yeah, but for an hour and a half long, sometimes I gotta come back and watch the other half later.
Yeah.
Cruising for One says the narration is fine or music, but what I find is the narrator gets so involved in what they're saying they don't realize they're pointing the camera at the ceiling of something. Yeah, I've seen that, Jeffrey. We make sure I edit those things out because we've actually had my foot down there talking to you about deck 6, but I said, I got to cut that out. Lori says, I use the pause.
Yeah.
If something's going too fast, you can't hit that pause button. We've learned to do that as well. And Carmen says, I think your videos are great, but I've seen some vloggers do a little too much and it lessens the excitement.
Yeah.
Just my 2 cents.
No, I totally agree.
Yeah, you can do too little, you can do too much.
But I think the best thing to do is not do them all exactly the same.
Yes.
Mix them up. Do some just music. Do some with, a narration. I think that when you have a good mix, then you get a good variety of people that are watching your vlogs.
That's what we hope.
That's what we hope
to pull in everybody. We've kind of been throwing a cast net out these first 2 years. We've been a channel for 2 years now. So we've thrown a cast net out to see what's catching the most fish. There's Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla saying, what is good with everyone? Squeakies right here, Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla. Squeakies are good here. How about you? And TNT says, watch other videos, just make us better by seeing what they miss. Yes, that's how we learn too, right, Tom and Terry? You watch videos and say, hey, we could have done that instead of this or this instead of that.
Or I will intentionally say, next time we go to this port, I want to make sure we get this.
Yes.
Because we didn't get this last time. Yep. Or I saw a video on this and I think that we can do it a little twist on it, a little different way. Not that was a bad video, not that we can do it better, but that we can put our own spin on it, our own twist on it.
Yeah, do a Sea Life Journey version.
For us especially, I'd be like, I want to know, was that one step up or was that a whole flight up? Because they started the video at one step and then they were at the top. So I want to know, is it a flight of stairs or is it 2 steps or whatever, something like that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that's what we're going to keep on trying to find out. There's Cruising for One saying, for instance, I'm going on Celebrity Eclipse. I wanted to see where the craps table is. I watched dozens of videos until I found one that just did a slow walkthrough of the entire casino. That's gold. Look at that. See, that's something we missed too. Like
we don't always film the casino. We're not casino people.
The Mardi Gras, I'm picking in the window, giving you a short 4-second vision of this. And I'll tell you, this casino is huge, but I did not do a walkthrough at all. And see, some people want to see that.
And I don't remember which ship it was that we were on, but there was a sign that said no videotaping in the casino. And I was like, okay, because a lot of times what we'll do is we'll split the ship up. I will take the higher decks and Chet will take the lower decks because typically the higher decks have stairs that you've got to maneuver the stairs. And I don't remember what ship it was on, but there was a sign that says no video recording inside the casino. I was like, okay, I will just do through the door like Chet did.
And we try to film it when it's not operating.
Right.
If there's people in there, we really try to.
Yeah.
Z-Man says, I do shorts with my pictures with music.
Yes, we do that as well.
Yes.
We do a mix.
Shorts work good with music. There's Keisha saying, hello, my beautiful friends, Robin and Chet at Sea Leg Journeys. Hey, Keisha, how you doing? TNT says, you're right. Carnival Magic's yearly birthday cruise with friends and new family. It just happens to be the Super Bowl.
Yeah, there you go.
They got the trifecta. Valentine's, Super Bowl, Terry's birthday, everything. That's
when
just
are we
going
to have a trifecta?
Next cruise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Aaron says, do they offer sample platters of the appetizers, or do you have to find out the hard way if you like them or not? Well, it's not too hard. They don't have sample platters, but if you can order 2 or 3, and if you don't like one, you don't have to eat it. Just push it over there, and
My thing is they have different appetizers every night, but they do have traditional appetizers. The traditional appetizers they will have every night, but there are some appetizers they only have on certain nights with certain things.
Right.
The best buffet is Jimmy.
Best buffet is Jimmy. The best buffet. Oh, Jimmy Buffett. I'm losing my mind there. TNT says they also like gluten-free chocolate cake with port wine.
Yes,
How
we
do. You
do.
know that?
We do. We enjoy port wine. Yes.
Tom and Terry turned us on to that. We never thought of that before, but wow, that was great. And Keisha says, I want a calorie-free baked potato too. Right, Keisha? I keep asking for it. One day we'll get it.
And Carmelyn, she's just laughing at both of y'all because it's not going to happen. Here we go. You keep.
Oh, Lori says, I have to pause and go back. Yes, sometimes we have to rewind and do things twice. Lori says, mixed with music, walking, and dub over. She can make a combination of all of it, right? Yeah. And hey, there's Brant Thompson. Good evening to you, Brant. Hey, guys, I like a ship walkthrough with narration versus music. You know what I've done, Brant? I've actually done it with both. I put some low-profile music and then do voiceover over it. So, let me know what you think of that.
My problem with videos that are in music only, me personally, is I'll start doing something else. Because a lot of what I'm doing when I'm watching a YouTube video, I'm not just sitting here watching a YouTube video, I'm doing something else. And so if there's narration, I'll be like, I want to see what that was. But if it's just music, I have a tendency to forget I was watching a YouTube video. I was just listening to music.
It depends from video to video. Some videos I like the narration, and other ones I'm like, they should have done a voiceover. Fearless says, on a vid, action scenes, or at least B video, needs between 4 to 8 seconds. Switch the views often, but stay on topic long enough to make it interesting. Now that's the game. Yeah, typically I go that 4-second rule like you're talking about, Fearless.
Read that again.
On a video, action scenes, or at least B video, needs to be 4 to 8 seconds. So if you're doing something, you want to see that scene for at least 4 seconds,
right?
But no longer than 8.
Right.
And I usually go that 4-second window. If it's really interesting and if I'm panning, then I'll go up to 8. See, I read the same thing Fearless did.
Okay.
I can't see this guy. Listen to George. He knows what he's talking about.
Okay. I'll listen to George from now on.
Okay, good deal. Because he's right. He's a good man. He's smart. I like George. He's the Fearless Rammer. Y'all check out his channel. He's got great stuff over there. We love that guy. And Cruising for One says, I do a short list before the cruise. I'm trying to replace all the stock photos I have with my own photos. Oh, yes. We don't like using stock photos either. We like using our own stuff.
Using our own stuff.
Our own stuff, because we get different angles, different times of day.
Not only that.
Sunset, sunrise, noon.
Right. And not only that, photos as opposed to videos, you can get a photo just right for a thumbnail. Because a lot of times I'll tell him, there's our thumbnail right there, And
I'll say, oh, we're going to make a short out of this too. It's great with 2 of us doing it because we can see 2 things at one time.
2 perspectives.
And Cruising for One says, in the casino, you can't videotape if people are gambling, but if it's closed, it's fine. There you go. Right there. All right, Jeffrey, we're going to take that tip. So I'm going to start tiptoeing through there when it's closed. And Cruising for One, by the way, y'all check them out. If you're a solo cruiser, especially, but all of his tips are effective for everybody. Great tips over there. I read that one. Okay. Fearless says, yes, I've been asked to not film in the casino while in operation, but closed, they seem not to have a problem.
Yeah.
Excellent. There you go. When you got, this is what I love about live chat. We get
you get good interaction. You get good feedback.
And we learn stuff.
Right. We learn from each other. And then people that are listening on the radio go, oh Well, I didn't know that either. How
So
about
now,
that?
yeah, they're like, oh my God, I got to quit videoing when there are people in there and only do it when there's not people. So other people are going to watch this, hopefully, and learn something too. TNT's got to run and do dinner, but love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Right on, Tom and Terry. We'll see you around the channel, my friends. Aaron says gluten-free chocolate cake and port wine is like the inverse of that Diet Coke with chocolate cake thing. Oh, Diet Coke. Cruising for One says, I think voiceover works better than live walk and talk videos. 90% of the time, definitely. Occasionally, you'll see a good walk and talk video, but voiceovers usually do work better. The one I'm working on now, deck 7 and 8, I think my sound clarity is good enough on this. I don't think I got to do voiceovers. I think I'm going to leave it with my actual talking, because I run into so many crew members while I'm doing this, and I'm talking to them and they're laughing and stuff, that I kind of want to leave it.
This is what will happen. I'll be like, dude, listen, I filmed all my assigned floors and I've filmed 2 of your floors. Where have you been? He's like, I ran into so-and-so and I was talking blah, 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 blah. I said, and so what did you do at the camera the whole time? He left it on, recording his feet or the wall or whatever it was.
I had 20 minutes of foot video one time. I should have put that up.
Another thing that he's done before too is, especially back when we were first learning our equipment, he videoed his foot thinking that it was on, and then when he put it up to turn it on, he turned it off.
I've done that more than once. I've done that several times.
Fearless Rambler.
Fearless says, I know nothing, Robin.
You know everything, George.
Jon Snow knows nothing. And Aaron says, the voiceovers with your paid free music helps you dodge complaints from YouTube for music they play in places. Now, that's just it. If there's background music, we have a thing that we can take it out, but it makes your voice sound a little funny. And then I'll overdub a little bit of our own canned music over it. So, well, you've probably seen some of those videos we've done like that. I don't know if some of them are very noticeable and other ones less noticeable. Some of them come out really good, and other ones are kind of like, voice sounds kind of like, in a can or something. In a can. Fearless says, don't forget to take thumbnails. I always forget. Also, intros and a close.
Right.
Yeah, thumbnails are, we got them down pat, I think, pretty much. But intros and stuff, we got to work on. Z-Man says, I hate editing. I still got video I need to edit for my cruise on the Carnival Jubilee. I need somebody that I can pay to do it for me. Z-Man, you can do it, man. You can do it, Z-Man. Right on. We got faith and confidence in you, brother. There you go. And I can't wait to see some of that. And Marjorie says, Robin, you make Chet look more handsome when you are in charge of the video camera. Woo! Right on, Marjorie. And we're going to see Marjorie on a cruise, too, in December on the Sun Princess. How about that, y'all? And you know what? We're going to make sure we get Marjorie in a picture with us.
Yes.
And Z-Man says, what kind of software can I use that over voice videos?
So there is an AI, a free AI out there, and you just type in what you want to say and it will make the voice for you. We don't use that. It is in Filmora that we have, but we just don't use that function. No, I use the AI to block out other sounds and it keeps my voice in it. Yeah. I don't know how we use it the opposite way. Yeah. Yeah. And Fearless says, taking background, you start sounding in a tube. Yes. So when you take out background music, it does start, or it'll take out, like when you say, it's high pitched music, it'll take out all the high pitch out of my voice. Yeah. And so I've not said a whole word, a complete word. And so, yeah, it's kind of weird. And sometimes I can get it just right and use different settings other than the AI and then mask over the other music with a little bit of ours. And it comes out sounding pretty good. Sometimes. But there's a couple times, especially on the Virgin Voyages, it was so loud of music and so noisy around there that to get it out, I definitely sound like we're in a can. Yeah. Travel Adventures with Eric B. saying, hello, everyone listening and working. Right on, Eric. Good to see you, my friend. And Fearless says, too many people use the AI voice. It's sad. Yeah, we don't use the AI voice at all. My only thing about the AI voice, and this is just my own personal preference, it doesn't sound like a person. No, it sounds like somebody that has been to an articulation class, but has not really learned the language itself. I like the interaction of a real person. Yeah. I think that now, granted, AI voices have improved greatly over the past year, and maybe next year they'll be even better. But I just,
There you go.
I want it to sound like a real person, not a robot.
I'd rather be our voice. That way people know who we are. I mean, our voices are okay, I think. We're not Elvis over here, but Cruising for One says I normally take out all the ambient sound and just do a voice track. Yeah.
Yeah, we've done that before too.
Yeah,
We've taken out all the sound off of the video and just did our own
voiceovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that usually comes out
then we
great.
can still put music to it because the software we use, we can add music. We can take out all the audio on the video itself, or just bits and parts of the audio itself. Some audio we leave in, some we don't.
And that's one of those things I was going to ask you too. Is there other things for cruising, or maybe as vloggers, information that you look for on YouTube? If you're a cruise vlogger and you say, what kind of microphone should I get? George the Fearless Ramber, I'm going to throw him up again. I'm throwing you out there, George. He did a whole thing on different microphones that he tried. And we tried a couple too like that. And I was like, hey, I want to try that one and that one. And we ended up with the one we got now. But sometimes we look for information like that. We're like, hey, which...
And we knew that we needed a little microphone to clip to your clothes when we're using our Sony camera. We bought that thing, take it with us every time, and every time forget to use it.
Well, you've only had it for 2 times.
Here's Marjorie.
Chet and Robin, your channel will definitely blow up if you put me on video camera. That's what we're counting on, Marjorie. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to blow up. We're going to go to 25,000 subscribers. Gypsy and Vanilla Grill say, editing, it's a whole thing. I need some lessons. Yeah, I think we all could, use some lessons on it, but, we just have to learn it for ourselves, don't we? We're all struggling along.
I had to learn it myself, too. I got Filmora Wondershare because it's, to me, seem to be a little bit more user friendly. There's all different kinds of editing software out there. You have to find the one that you think is user friendly for you.
Yes.
Especially if it's got like a free 30-day trial thing or whatever. But if you don't like it, remember, go back and cancel your membership on it. Here goes some more chats.
Okay, let's go. Fearless says cruise cabins are a must watch. We always do our cabin, and that's right, George. People want to see the cabins.
For us, I think our videos about the cabin is better when Chet is in the chair and I'm filming, because we have done it with him not in the chair. We've done it with just, whatever. For us, because it is a handicap room, I think it's a much better video when he is in the chair and I am videoing, because then you can see the clearance on either side of the wheelchair. You can see the height of things based on the, because most wheelchair heights are about the same.
You can watch me transfer from a wheelchair to a shower chair so you know how high it is to your wheelchair and stuff. Yeah. Aaron says, and then there's how AI still doesn't get some things in language, like the caliber 357 Magnum comes out. .357 Magnum.
And a lot of times AI doesn't pick up accents and draws, like even on my phone, voice texting, it'll pick up something I said and type. And I'm like, that is not what I said.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, it's hard to pick up your accent. I mean, Fearless says, we just read and watched how to edit and also how to use the software. Thank goodness others know how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've kind of been stumbling around through it, but it's kind of fun.
It's a fun stumble.
I experiment with different things on the sound, and that's what's taking me so long on some of these videos, because I do a little experimentation sometimes.
Yeah. Well, and back when I was doing all the video editing, I would tell Chet, I don't have a video this week. I didn't have time. And now he's realizing, because he is doing it, how much time they do take. There's sometimes you can pump them out and, left and right. And then other times it's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to kill myself over this video.
So that's the thing we've been learning too. And maybe it has something to do with how you watch the videos, is learning how to, in your filming, make it easier for you to edit.
Yes.
There is a trick to that too. We're figuring out.
While you're filming, yes.
Cruising for One says, one solo cabin tip is the split bed. That way you have a nice walkway in the middle, and you can use the spare bed to put all your video gear on. That's a great tip right there, y'all. Right on. That's an excellent tip.
Because really, honestly, if they're pushing the beds together on a cruise ship, let's face it, there's a crack in the middle. Nobody's sleeping on the crack. Okay. And so you end up really only sleeping on one side of the bed anyway. Yeah. So why have them push it together when you can use the other bed as, like Christopher One said.
That's a brilliant tip right there. Yeah. Frida says, I never pump them out, just hours and hours of editing.
Yes, I know, us too.
Yeah, except for this month in January, I stepped on the gas and the quality came down a little bit, but I wanted the volume, and it's really bumped our numbers up, even though sometimes they're not as good as I want them to be. Hey, there's Cruising Koozie saying hello. Hello, Cruising Koozies.
Okay, here it is.
Aaron Smith says, real solutions for real cruisers. Thanks for that, Aaron. Aaron, you get a double squeaky.
No one cracks. Fearless River says nobody likes the crack.
Our dogs sleep in the cracks.
They do. Our dogs love sleeping in the crack. We have a
split mattress thing.
Yeah, adjustable beds.
Yeah,
it's a king size bed, but we each have our own adjustment, and there's a crack in the middle, and the dogs love the crack.
She has to have her head up because she snores.
No, you have to have your head up because you snore. Say hello to
Hey, together we travel. How you doing tonight? Glad to see you here. There's Shane Nordgren saying, sorry I'm late. Good to see you. Great to see you, Shane. Thanks for coming on in.
Mm-hmm. So what kind of notes do you have down there?
Oh, we got all kinds of stuff. Do you like watching embarkation videos? And do you like watching them like driving into the port, showing you where to drop your luggage off, all the way up to the parking, showing you, hey, this is where the parking thing is. You pay before you get on. And this is what the walkway looks like getting on the ship. Or do you say, no, just show me getting on the ship? You know, which kind of do you prefer?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because we've done them several different ways. And yeah,
I usually am driving. So if we're driving into the port and he's videoing, a lot of people have told us, thank you, I didn't know how to drop my luggage off.
Yes.
Because I've never been to that port to drop my luggage off.
We've had more comments on that. That's kind of why we continue to do that mostly.
Right. Or people will say, oh, I didn't know I would have to go to a different terminal because I thought all Carnival ships left out of that terminal, you know, and they'll you know, comments like that. Yeah,
we use those tips to help other people so they don't, you know, make errors or have to find out the hard way.
Here's a comment.
Oh, we got Lori Barber saying, back on the room tours, I like to know if it's cold or room temperature. For your information, Carnival Elations don't work at all.
So,
oh, wow.
That's something that we've never considered when we have.
Well, we did give it a couple of tips. When we were on Sky Princess once, the balcony rooms are always warmer than interior rooms.
Yes, we have said that.
If you want a cooler room, you want an interior room. Because that big glass door, the sun beating on it, it heats it up. Whereas that interior room definitely stays colder. So on both of our next cruises, we have interior rooms.
Now, Lori Barber says, talking about the fridge. Now, we always talk about the fridge. We talk about the fridge for two different reasons. Number one, some ships, and remember we're in a handicap room, are coolers and not refrigerators. We always point it out in our room for people that are diabetic, that needs it to be a refrigerator, not a cooler. And they keep those because if you got to have medication of any kind that has to be refrigerated, they're going to put you a refrigerator in there. And if you get a room that does not have a refrigerator in it, they will only do this for medication purposes. Okay. If you have medication that needs to be refrigerated and the cooler and the one in your room is a cooler, they will switch yours out for a refrigerator, but they will only do that for medication. But we got a pro tip though. If you want to make that cooler colder, we take our bucket of ice and stick in there. Yes. And it definitely makes it colder. We do that as well. We'll ask the room steward for a bucket of ice, and could he please replace the bucket of ice every day? And we are going to keep the bucket of ice in the refrigerator, in the refrigerator. In the cooler. In the cooler. Yeah. And it does keep things in the cooler much colder. Much colder, yes. And not only that, it keeps the ice longer. Yeah, because it's like the old ice boxes they used to have years ago before regular refrigerators. Yeah. So it works great. So you don't have to worry about a refrigerator. Get an ice bucket every day, and they'll really fill it every day for you. Okay, we got some comments. Let's do it. Shane says, I love watching the walk down the gangway and the first steps on board. Woo! I know I get goosebumps sometimes. The first steps on board sometimes have just so much excitement that come with it. I'll tell you what, right after COVID, when we went on the Carnival, oh man, what was that ship? Was it the Liberty? I think it was the Liberty. And we was getting out of the parking garage. We were still in the parking garage, and you could hear the people, whoa, whoa, yeah, and just cheering and hollering all the way from the ship to boarding. It was fantastic. Gave me goosebumps thinking about it. We got another one. Fearless says, boarding day videos seem to do well for creators. I haven't done one. Yeah, definitely do one. And I think the reason that boarding days do well, like for example, when we were on the MSC, the first time we went on MSC and we were in the yacht club, we had no clue we could skip the line. And a lot of people want to see how long the line is.
So we
And
showed
we'll
the line.
we'll say we're here at 10:30 in the morning, and this is the line. Now, when we go on the Norwegian breakaway, because we've never been on the breakaway before, we have absolutely no status whatsoever. We're first-time cruisers on that cruise line. Plus, we have got to get from Port Canaveral to the Port of Miami. We are expected to wait in a long line because we're nobody to NCL.
So we're not going to be in a big hurry to get from Port Canaveral down to Miami. It might be 1 o'clock before we get there because we know at least by then that line's whittled down some, you know. Lori says, so true on rooms. Interior is better to control the temperature.
Yes.
I tell you, we sleep great in those interior rooms, y'all. And Marjorie says, Robin, I have space in my cabin for Ringo and Enzo. Oh, double squeaky for Marjorie.
If baby Enzo and Ringo could go on a cruise ship, there would be 2 issues. Okay. Number 1, Ringo would never quit barking because while he's in the room, any noise outside the room, he's going to bark at.
Oh my gosh.
Because he doesn't like noise. He wants everything to be calm and quiet. Number 2, baby Enzo would be terrified of everything because he's our scaredy cat. Even though he's bigger, he's still a scaredy cat.
Yes. That one will be barking and this one will be running around in circles trying to find a place to hide. But we'd be glad to let him go with you, Marjorie.
Yeah.
Cruising Koozie says, listening in while driving.
Thank you.
Right on. We appreciate it, guys. Aaron says, Shane Nordgren, lots of people must love those boarding step shots. Lots of creators include them. Yes, I really love them. I love watching them. It's kind of exciting. Yeah. It's the most exciting part of getting on there, getting energized.
When I watch them, I'm like, I want to be on a cruise ship.
I know, me too. Cruising for one, I bring a temperature and humidity monitor with me that has a Bluetooth connection to my phone so I can get the history. That way, if there's a problem, I have the data to back it up.
There you go.
Whoa, how about, I never even thought of that.
Another thing is let's say someone before you had the cabin and they're a little bit more cold natured. They may have asked the room steward to close the vent. So we have asked them.
We ran into that.
Yes, I've actually stood on the chair and put my hand up there to see if I could feel the air coming out. And I asked the room steward, I said, I'm so sorry, but I don't feel air coming out of there. He says, oh, the people before you asked to have it turned off. I said, could I ask to have it turned back on?
Sure
and
enough.
Like, sure enough, no problem. And they came, and it takes somebody from maintenance to open the vent back up again.
But they'll come right and do it. And if your room don't seem like it's cold enough or hot enough, either way, which way you want, and you got the thermostat set, check your room steward first, and it may just be as simple as that.
Another thing is keeping the bathroom door closed because the bathroom typically does not have air conditioning in it. Keeping the bathroom door closed and your curtains strong, that does help. And the lights out. Those are things that really help keep your room cooler.
Yeah, keep that balcony door closed and that curtain closed if you ain't outside.
And not leaving your room door open.
Yes, that too. Yeah, yeah.
Here we go. We got more.
Oh, Danny D says, I love watching the cruise channels. It's a fun community to be a part of. Right on, Danny D. We love watching the cruise stuff.
So how does the Yacht Club muster station work? The same way all the other muster stations work.
Yeah.
You still go to your muster station, report in, and they say this is the area you report to. So it's the same. It's exactly the same as any other.
Oh, but there is one difference. And we have it on one of our videos, Lori. They actually shut the ship down for an hour. And for that hour.
On MSC, yes.
Yes. And so we made a mistake. I was in my wheelchair. I wasn't walking. So we got up to our muster station, right, to check in. Well, the elevators stopped working.
Nightmare.
The elevators were shut off for an hour. So we were trapped on that floor for an hour. And I was like, what?
It was a nightmare. So, yes, remember that if you're in a wheelchair, they will have one elevator working for people that are in the wheelchair, that are confined to a wheelchair. But there's so many people that, because everybody's going to the muster station at the same time. And there's just a lot of congestion. And you just cannot maneuver through.
Yeah, you can. I recommend taking the stairs to the muster station drill, and when the time is up and they let you go, take the stairs back down. Yeah. That's our only recommendation on that, Lori, on MSC. That was kind of that was one of the very few things that we did not love about MSC. Scrow's Nest coming in saying, afternoon, everyone. Hey, Scrow's Nest. There's Controversial Cruising. Scott saying, hello, all. Hello, Scott. Thanks for joining us tonight. And Lori says, my clock has a thermometer on it. So when I say 80, I have proof. Right on. Right on. And Marjorie says, Chet and Robin, I love traveling solo because I'm always cold in my room and my roommate is always hot in the room. Right. So as a solo traveler, you get to say it how you want.
Say.
I get you, Marjorie. Hey, Marjorie, Cruising for One, right? Cruising for One. Maybe we can put his link up. Jeffrey, he's a solo cruiser too. He may have some cruise tips that maybe you might want to check out.
His link is in the description of this video.
Yes.
As well as the end credits of every video. He also has a blog. You want to check that out as well. He's got some great tips out there.
Yes.
And Canva.
Canva makes editing so easy.
I have used Canva before. I just personally don't like it. And I think I don't like it because I used Filmora first. And I'm so used to Filmora that when I did go over and try it, I didn't like it only because I liked what I was already using.
Sometimes, you get used to what you're using, but that's another tip for other people. If you're looking for editing tools, that may be one for you to check out as well. And Cruising for One says, one thing I noticed, they make sure you know your muster station when you board. But if they change your room, they never tell you your new muster station. It is on the door, however, but I bet that gets missed. We actually put that on our room videos. We say on the back of the door, look, there's where your muster station is.
Yes.
There's your escape route if you need one. Ocean travel coming in saying, howdy, everyone. Sorry I'm late. You ain't late, Bruce and Cindy. Magicians are always on time. Or wizards. Wizards are always on time?
I don't know.
Danny D says, laugh out loud. Robin got tongue-tied.
Robin always gets tongue-tied. I'm lucky I can even put two words together.
Oh, you do great.
We got a few more minutes.
Okay, yeah. So what other things do you like seeing? Do you like reviews coming live from the ship? And we've done some of those. We've done some live reviews from the ship talking about different things, soda packages, or some shows we just saw or whatever. Do you like that? Or do you like when we're sitting at home? I say us, other vloggers too, sitting at home talking about a review of what they saw. Which one works better for you? We
don't do well on the ship ones. The reason we don't do well on the ship ones is because the internet is not consistent. For live, I'm talking about for live. We have recorded them on the ship many times. But a live one, is that what you're talking about, live?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because the internet can be kind of wonky. People walking by. I don't know how many times we've had the camera up like this, right? And people are ducking by, and we're like, "It's okay, it's pointed at us."
We've had people walk up and go, "What are y'all doing? Are y'all on YouTube?" It's great. It's fun though. Fearless says, I tried a live from the ship, but I kept losing connection.
Yes.
Yeah, we've never had great luck with it. The internet is improving though with the Starlink and stuff. So we keep trying anyway. But we just keep doing it so we get used to doing it, and hopefully it'll turn out better.
Maybe.
Never know. Yeah, they can try better. They got to get better. I guess so. Get better. And some ships do have better than others. So that's the truth of that. And what about disembarkation? We don't see disembarkation videos. Is that something anybody would have an interest in?
Well, the only time we ever did a disembarkation video was when we were doing a back-to-back to show people what a back-to-back was like.
Yes, that's not really disembarkation. We did show how back-to-back worked. But like this time when we're going to get off of the seashore and then drive down to Miami, I wonder if there'd be an interest in that, showing, okay, we're getting off of this ship. Here's where we pick up our luggage. Here we're walking through customs. And now we're driving to Miami. Oh, look, that kind of thing.
Well, I think that people don't want to see a disembarkation video because who wants to see that vacation's over?
I just wonder.
We all want to stay on the ship. Nobody wants to come home.
I have to admit, I've never looked for one myself. Has anybody looked for one saying, I want to know how to disembark? What's involved in disembarking? But, we've done other videos that nobody's done before, too. We did a seasickness video, and it turned out pretty good. And can you travel with a warrant?
Yes. Can you travel with a warrant? That's got a lot of views.
It's still getting a lot of views.
There's a lot of people that travel with warrants.
Or think they're going to anyway.
Or might. Okay, we got 2 minutes. Oh, here's Fearless Rambler.
Okay, I just want to get through the crowds on Debark.
I think everybody does.
To film. It would be very tough to film.
And a lot of our equipment's packed away.
I think I'm going to give it a whirl this time because we can wait till most of the crowd gets off, and then we can show
this time we can.
Where the luggage pickup is, how we're going through custom. I think I may try it this time because we're going to kind of linger back and let all the crowd go before us because we're not heading home. So, Cruising for One says disembarking. I think it's hard because you can't film much, but the nightmare of the baggage pickup is something new cruisers should know about.
There you go.
I'm thinking the same thing, Jeffrey, and I'm
Mhm.
thinking that's why we're going to do it this time.
Mhm.
And we'll see if there's any interest in it.
We'll see.
A Scrow's Nest says, I made a video about disembarking in Long Beach. Okay, great, because we're going to be in LA in October, which,
Mhm.
you know, I think, is that the Long Beach, Los Angeles? Is that the Long Beach port? So
I don't
that might
know.
be something we want to see.
I don't know.
We're going
And Marjorie says that she's already subscribed, so you can quit telling her to do it.
Right on.
Well, guys, we want to thank all of you for joining us
Yes.
tonight. Thank you for participating in the chat. Thank you for listening while driving or listening while doing other things. Thank you to all of our lurkers. Remember, all of our videos are in, their links are in the description of every vehicle.
Our members are in the links of description of, I can't say it either.
Our members are in the description. Our members' links to their channels are in the descriptions of all of our videos,
And Peeper Piper pick the pickle peppers.
as well as the end screens. But thank you guys, and until next time, we'll see you around the channel.
See you around the channel.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait.
I forgot. Hold on.
She forgot. It's okay, y'all.